time has arrived. The college football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome, folks, to the farm in Palo Alto, California, and the home stadium of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Flanagan. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Cougars offense making their way on the field today. Now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done.
Using his legs, it's Ward. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Snags the good throw. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, the football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And it's caught. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Houston, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So Stanford's offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find...
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Refuses to go down. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Breaks free. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out. Anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That's reeled in. It's Ward. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's got enough for the first down and still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. They connect for 6. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and will begin the drive at the 25. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. The last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Inside give now from the shotgun. And they'll get him down that time.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And they'll kick it away here. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball at the 36 still. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Ward. He brings him down, but it's a big play. All the way to the 43. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
2nd down. We're going to throw it. This time it's complete. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Well, Kirk, Houston has the lead here. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the move now. Using his legs here. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Inside the 30. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down. No huddle here for the offense. White looking for the first down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They keep him off balance with a run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinal. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver. 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion from the 23. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback rolling to his right now. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ward. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass caught. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Houston. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the...
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Now in 3rd and very long, they can throw. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. First down here for this offense. quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on first down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
He escapes the pocket.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's not going to bring out the third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to throw it on third and very long.
Taking a deep shot here to the right.
And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The punt team making their way on the field. This will be fair caught at the 30. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The backs got it again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Now in third and very long, looking to throw.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football.
Moves out of the pocket.
Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the...
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Houston.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. The pocket breaking down. Short throw complete to the tight end. That's good for a first down near the 40. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they go with a short shovel pass. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down?
Looking for a man deep on the right side.
That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Caught near the sideline. It's Ward. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter, cut in to this huge lead. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He's found some room at the 45. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the ground. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. And they'll use the ground game here. Has a path to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Stanford. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. He bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
High completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
That completion makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Ward. Now here he goes. Pointer in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. This quarterback on fire today. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Walker. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
2nd down after that short completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw again. Catch made on the right side.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
That kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks to the left, pass caught. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball at the 36 still. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. It's an out route, the catch made. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert, and now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Well, Kirk, Houston has the lead here. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ward. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Gets the first and still running. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35. Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Movement here from the tight end. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. Houston has moved into the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. He hands it to the back. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Game sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. So a field goal attempt coming up now. Distance will be 23 yards, a chip shot. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Using his legs on the scramble.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. He looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking for a receiver. Tries the right with a quick throw. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Touchdown, Houston. This offense is still clicking. Kirk, they had a month to get ready for this pitch and catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answers so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. The shotgun running play call. And he goes nowhere. Start cold behind the line of scrimmage. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a 1st down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Looking for the wide out. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Caught behind the line. It's Walker. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Pulls it in. It's Turner. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Play fake, looking to throw. Tight end has got it, and he's shoved out.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and they've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of